All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm going to do a reaction video to another video of Jason Blaha, the gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness gear slave himself. Blaha. So, Jason Blaha says, your body is not a trash dumpster. Stop feeding it garbage. Wow, he's one to talk. Okay.
Your body is not a trash dumpster. Stop treating it like one. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. And again, this is an old expression you'll hear.
He did he?
In this episode of Crypto Over Coffee, we're talking about
Gals a little bit about this today. And again, this is an old expression you'll hear people say, garbage in, garbage out. And that's exactly what people...
He was watching my video. He watched my video. Garbage in, garbage out. That's what I kept saying in my last couple videos. Is calories in, calories out. It's garbage in, garbage out. That's what I've been saying in my last couple of videos. So I know Blaha's watching my videos.
Should expect. But we have this tendency as a society, because we have been taught by other people, and society has taught us, and our parents have taught us.
No, you've been conditioned by, and your identity, everything that you are doing, your identity, what you're eating and everything, it's been created for you already. When you came out, your name was given to you. You were given an identity, whether you were born in a Christian family or Muslim or whatever religious family. You identify yourself. People identify themselves as, what are you? And they're like, I'm Christian, and all this kind of weird stuff. And then they're like, what's your background? Oh, well, I'm this background. Or what's your name? That's my name. It's all been made for you when you came out. So, ask yourself, who are you? Who are you? You know what I mean? I know people, they've seen people like, look, I'm not a fitness guy. I told you, I'm not a fitness channel. I'm not any of these kind of things. People have me confused, but whatever. And people see these people lifting and everything, and they're like, oh, your idol must have been Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's why you lift weights. No, that's not at all why I lift weights at all. I don't identify myself. I don't really even identify myself as a bodybuilder or any of these things, because I'm not. Bodybuilding's fake. People take drugs to go on stage. That's fake bodybuilding. I bodybuild, but I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't know what that means, going on a stage or whatever the fuck these people are doing. But like I said, I try to have my own character, my own identity, you might call it. I try to create my own identity. I don't know what other people are doing. How do you identify yourself? How does Blaha identify himself? How do you identify Blaha as what? Identify Blaha as a lifting slave. See what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy.
That things that are really garbage, that are not really fit for human consumption, we have been taught that they're food, right? That they're food, and we...
Yeah, but Blaha eats slave food, man. That's why I said I identify Blaha as a slave. He eats slave food, and he lifts these slave weights. He slaves himself in this gym day in and day out. What normal animal would do that? That's just crazy. See what I mean? If you've slaved yourself to something that is not tangible, it's a waste. You're wasting your time. He might as well sit on a computer and start a drop shipping company and make tons of money, and then go enjoy the world. But Blaha, he wants to suffer. He wants to lift weights in a gym day in and day out and make these weird videos. YouTube's not even paying him. He's not making anything. Couple hundred views, I don't know, per video. That's why he's got to pump out 4 or 5 videos. This is what I would call pathetic. He's like, I'm doing what I love. Yeah, doing what you love is not success. Here's the thing. I love a lot of things, but if I do what I love, I can't be successful at what I want to do. Get it? See what I mean? You can't be successful if you do what you love. I love to sleep all day, but if I sleep all day, I can't be successful. Just listen, I love to go to the gym like other people. Go there every day, lifting weights, talking, conversations. But if I did that, I'd be very unsuccessful. See what I mean? And if anything, it would be the outcome would be extremely bad. I'd look like Blaha, loss of hair, weird body, age to like 85 years old at 47, and a bunch of stuff. So this is crazy.
think of them as food, but they really aren't. And if anything, it would almost be better, and people are not going to like this. They're almost be better instead of calling them garbage. We could describe them as drugs, right? A lot of
Plants are drugs. Blaha eats plants, and all plants are drugs, and all drugs are made from plants. But Blaha promotes that, and then he's telling you don't eat garbage. That is garbage. It's engineered by men. It doesn't exist in nature. For a carnivore, these foods are they're garbage, okay? Whatever Blaha is bringing out is, look at his food basket, his community section, it's all garbage.
our treat foods and highly refined foods and things that we eat, they're lacking in true nutritional value.
That's fruits and vegetables. They lack in nutritional value. They're anti-nutrient. They're filled with toxins and they're sprayed with toxins. And they are not meant for us as human beings. See what I mean? Because we are carnivores. And carnivores should not break the laws of nature. If you do, you're going to suffer. You're going to pay the price eventually down the line. It may not happen today or tomorrow, but eventually it'll catch up with you. Believe me, it will catch up with you.
Create.
Hi, this Iron Wallet crypto wallet that has racked up over 1 million installs on Google Play, Apple.
Drugs. Okay, therefore they can become slightly addictive, right?
This is addictive. He's trying to increase testosterone, and then it crashes. Then he comes back lifting to try to increase it and crashes. It's a dopamine high. He's coming into the gym doing this consistently.
We're purely pleasure seeking because we want the flavor of those dopamine hits, but they're not really food.
And Blaha doesn't want that. That's why he wants to eat tofu and vegetables and rice and cauliflower and a bunch of weird things. I don't know.
Right? They're not food in the sense of, hey, we're going to get plenty of vitamins and minerals and nutritional value and stuff from them.
Meat has all the nutrients in it. It's not deficient in any nutrients. So you're going to get all of them in there. A nice booty pants, Blaha.
Right? And if anything, a lot of times they're just garbage. They may have calories, right? It might have calories, but that doesn't make it food, you know, and any more than hooking up a glucose drip in an IV is food per se, right? Well, you're getting some blood sugar.
Yeah, but we as carnivores, we're not looking for calories. We're looking for nutrients. That's what carnivore animals want. They want nutrients. That's what our cells need. That's what they crave. Yes, Blaha.
Sugar from it, which you need to survive, but it's not really food in the sense of there's nutritional value. Okay, and it's stuff like all of our sweets, all of our refined oils. So, I mean, a perfect example, a donut. Okay? How about maybe just some French fries, a milkshake, or candy, cakes, pies, right? All these highly refined sugary treats that have tons of refined fats added on top of it, or just lots of refined sugars. Okay, these are not really food. There may be some food in them, but it's
I like how he says, these are not really food. And then he says, there may be some food in them. What food is inside no food? That made absolutely no sense. For a carnivore, food is meat, okay? Animal products.
Garbage, right? We know the effects that large amounts of refined sugar have. And when people say, well...
Yeah, we know the effects of refined sugar. Yeah, it'll destroy carnivore animals. It'll destroy your body, your bones, your teeth, your skin, your muscle, everything.
Well, you know, you're talking large amounts. But the average person does eat large amounts. Okay? So that's the problem with that idea, because we consume excess of these things already. When people even say nonsense like, well, you can, in moderation, it's okay, it takes a lot to have harm. Like they'll say that with refined sugars. I've seen that response, but it takes a fair amount to have a really negative effect. Well, how much are you eating? And then you start looking at how much refined sugar the average person in America is consuming, and I'm like, but you're there. You are at large amounts. You are at the amounts that have a measurable negative effect. So you can't say, yeah, but it takes when 50% of the population is doing it. Do you see the problem? You can't go, well, you know, as a cop-out, because people are already doing it. I mean, it is something in the range of 50 grams, right? Ooh. People start doing the math, they're like, wait a minute.
Okay.
I'm eating 100 grams of refined sugars a day. Okay. And they're thinking it's moderated. Like you're having 400 calories of refined sugar in a day. On an average day, it's 100 grams. You'll start seeing negative
Yeah, okay.
effects on your blood work and your health at half of that. So we kind of come to that point of a lot of the people who are doing that, they could cut it in half and they still would be considered at excess. Okay?
I would have to agree with Blaha. Yeah, it's still in excess, even if they were to cut it in half. It'll destroy you.
Because it starts accumulating and it adds up. Because at a certain point, it's not even a case of, oh, I'm just eating it from the sweets. It's added to everything. You start looking at the ketchup. And before long, you're like, oh man, 50 grams is enough to start creating problems. I'm getting 10 grams of this from my ketchup. I'm getting 20 grams in my morning coffee. You're already past the halfway mark. That's without eating any sweets or treats or anything else, you know. You're already past the halfway mark with just those. So therein lie the problem. You can talk all you want about, okay, it takes a lot, but people are eating a lot. They're there already. And again, it's treating our body like a trash dumpster. This isn't food. And people want to differentiate between high fructose corn syrup and table sugar. They'll at least get, okay, the other seems more refined.
He's one to talk. Hey, you don't want to treat your body as a trash dumpster. That's what Blaha does.
Okay, but table sugar is still garbage. And it's still 95 to 99%.
It is, Blaha, but so are these plants that you're eating. These plants, the rice with the arsenic and, you know, the sugar in it converts to sugar, glucose. Those, sweet potatoes, high in oxalate and other things, other toxins. And they're heavily sprayed. And, I don't know, your tofu and the nuts that you eat, the seeds in the nuts full of cyanide, and all the other foods you eat with oxalates in them. And these fruits and these vegetables and your sweetened yogurt, all that stuff is just junk, bro.
Is negative per unit of weight as the high fructose corn syrup for the same reasons. It's not food, it's just this refined substance that we have extracted from a plant. Okay? That's it. Like so it's not food, it's garbage. Same thing with all these refined oils, and even I'll even say butter. People get mad when I bring up butter. Like, oh, I can have this whole conversation as soon as I bring up their precious butter. They don't get it. And I can explain in detail over and over and over and over why, but people they ignore it. They give the same cliche responses.
Yes, Blaha, okay.
In spite of me having discussed it for hours in vast detail, the research, the processes, what's chemically different.
Yeah, but you're the one promoting the garbage diet, and so is Greg Doucette and a bunch of other fitness. Thomas DeLauer, Greg Doucette, you, Blaha, all you guys promote garbage food, garbage in, garbage out. So why are you making this video now all of a sudden about, garbage or whatever? Don't treat your body like a dumpster. Stop feeding it garbage. But you're feeding it garbage. Your body's fed garbage, Blaha. It looks like garbage now.
Knitted milk, right? If it's nutritionally different, they ignore it and they get the same responses. It's milk. Butter's made by cows,
Okay.
which is all complete nonsense. Both of those are completely fictitious statements. But let's set that aside. Vegetable oils, refined oils. This is garbage. It's not food. It's highly extracted oils that have been chemically treated, and most of the valuable nutritional value removed, and then the molecules damaged. We can say the same thing about butter, by the way, but that's, again, people get upset at that one.
But butter hasn't been destroyed. It's been churned, but it hasn't been destroyed. It still has its stuff in it, providing it was made from raw milk, of course. If it's pasteurized, well, that's what you drink, Blaha, pasteurized milk. That stuff's shit, man. That rots. It's garbage.
It's all the same crap, guys. It's all just highly refined substances. Because again, if people say, well, it...
But processed, this is also just as bad for you as well, Blaha. So anything that you're doing unnatural to your food, and even if you are eating natural food and you do something unnatural to it, grill it, fry it, bake it, boil it, or whatever, cook it, you're destroying anything in there if of any use. And they're not, plants are not of any use, that's for sure.
originated as food, well, so did cocaine.
Yeah.
Does that make it not a drug, and does it make it a food? If you eat it, is it a food? It's just made from, it's just cocoa leaves, guys.
You eat rice, Blaha. Is it a food? It's got arsenic in it. It's arsenic. Is it a food, Blaha? How about sulforaphane from the broccoli that you eat? It's just a flour, Blaha. Is it food? Is it food? Oh, man. This guy's crazy. And all these fruits that are engineered by men. And all these other plants, too. Is it a food? Is it a food, Blaha? Is vinegar a food?
Except that it's not. Right? It's not. And again,
He looks really funny here squatting on this machine, man. Yeah, it's a nice apparatus. You don't have to put the weight on your back.
people are going to argue why they get sick, why they feel bad. Well, because you're treating your body like a trash dumpster. You're just throwing garbage into it. Of course, it feels like a trash dumpster. You're treating it like one. Stop doing that.
Yeah, guys, of course it feels like one. Stop doing that. Of course it feels like a trash dumpster. Stop doing that. Do what Blaha does. Eat garbage and then work out. Work the garbage off. That's why he's a slave. Yeah, man.
Right? The answer to that is simple.
Simple. Make yourself a
All
lifting
right, guys,
slave.
but that's really all I have to say on that today.
The answer's simple. Eat trash like Blaha and then work out and burn it off. So it doesn't have time to kill you. You know what I mean? So you at least you survive a little bit longer without being completely diseased like Blaha is. He has some metabolic problems and skin problems, whatever, and teeth problems or whatever. But eventually, high blood pressure. Remember him telling me that, I think, or something to that matter, whatever. But he's preserving himself, I guess. So maybe it does have health benefits for people that eat junk like Blaha. I'll see you in the next one, man. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you next video.